That is the glorious sound of the Ottomans' defeat in a hardcore, epic 1v1 war where they outnumber us and kind of better than us in every way. Let's go! Now they have 60 revanchism. Oh my gosh. Which is gonna make them recover really quickly as the AI. We stole 8% of their trade power, which we're the only other nation with any trade power within the node. So that hurt their income. There's nothing they can do about that. Revanchism doesn't help, but, you know, it is what it is. And meanwhile, while we were doing that, Austria got absolutely annihilated. But they're still winning emperorship as of right now. Interesting. In the meantime, we can PU Bohemia and Thuringia, but they're guaranteed by Poland. So what you'd normally want to do is attack the guarantor. And then attack while they're not guaranteeing, but I don't have any help against the PLC. We have, of course, PU'd Muscovy now. But he's far behind in tech. How is he behind the PLC who had a 0 and a 1? Come on, dude. That doesn't make sense. He's not even done more in his military idea. That's sad. But he now has a 6 with our ruler because we PU'd him. Hopefully he catches up. I guess they don't have the Renaissance, maybe? Or they've had it for less time. Maybe they only just inherited it, the Renaissance. That could be part of it. I'm going to ditch the Mams, they suck anyway. And I'm going to replace them with Aragon. And the reason why is because I want to return court in Naples with favors. And then I'll probably ditch Aragon. And do the same thing to Tunis, maybe. Okay. So we are making profit. I only have one loan after fighting such a hardcore war. Yo, newbies, but is that a new comment or was that from yesterday? I don't know. I get confused. The kick message is like different. Hey, what's up? You're here. Okay. No. I don't get included in anything in the EU4 community. I'm sort of on the out and out, but I can't multiplayer anyway. So, I can't multiplayer with others that are from different regions. It's all good. Okay, I want to sit on curry favors with Aragon. We want to be annexing Aquileia, that's next year. Focus my Diplo points. Karelian Muscovite rebels. Those aren't my rebels. Forts. Let's deal with the Bulgarian rebels, but I'm going to delete these 2 forts and put one here. Yep. So, devastation, how bad was it, guys? Going to absolute war. The gold is almost back. That's good. If I needed dev, I could pop it in the grasslands here. That's good. But fairly devastating. That's coming back. Let's do that. Because the capital will fix itself, you'd hope, faster. Do that. Okay, try to fix the country up faster. Playing tall. Got plenty of admin points. Alright, so I think in this type of situation, we're still worried about future wars. You know, I wasn't able to do as much damage as I would potentially like. So I think that we don't pay for the cannons and we drill other stacks. Does that work? We could even stop paying for our cavalry. We have so much as well. But I do want the cavalry to be drilled. So we'll see. Well, let's try that. I'm about to have a fort finish here, and I think I might delete this fort. I don't care about prosperity in Vienna or Krakow. Let's do it. Stop paying for that guy in the grasslands. Hey, IB6, what's up, dude? Hopes and fears for EU5. I just fear that it'll be shallow. My biggest fear of any EU4 any product from Paradox is that it performs poorly in the future. But I'm optimistic. I think it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it, which means I'll potentially get disappointed, but that's okay. Okay, we're trying to stabilize a little bit. My rebels are at 50%. Those are Muscovite rebels, which he should be able to handle. So how much money are we making now? Not bad. I guess we could go for a rank 1 advisor while we're at peace. But I want to fight Poland, guys. Who we're not going to get any help against. No help at all. I think we're basically building up. I did Golden Era. I don't think the Poles have Golden Era. So if we take Tech 8 before him and we go, I think they get wrecked, maybe. But we need to be in good shape, so let's keep the manpower up. Like, we've worn ourselves out. Let's look at Poland and Lithuania. I think we've got a lot more manpower than, sorry, morale than them. Oh yeah, Lithuania's like a joke, I'm pretty sure. Okay. We're just gearing up for a big war against them, and then PU Bohemia after that. Now I'm going to start getting concerned about how old our ruler is. So Bohemia shouldn't... The thing is, Thuringia will be happy even as soon as we PU them. We should pre-improve with Bohemia. I should curry with Aragon to get that province off of him. That means reputation is important. We actually don't need improved relations right now, realistically. Our AE is fine. I should look out for an affordable reputation advisor. So I'm interested what the Ottomans are going to do in the meantime. He's got a truce with the Mems, but I think once the truce comes up, he'll just smash them. Comes up in 6 years. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually use these favors with him that we accumulated while we're allied. We build more trust. I might be able to just grab that alliance back very easily. But we need 150 relations to do that. Okay, this income could be better, guys. So the gold will build up. But it's the forts that I'm paying for. I'm gonna delete those for now. How much papal influence are we getting? Could be better. We're on 2 cardinals, 3 now. Wow, that's pretty good for Hungary. Clergy's not happy like it used to be. That's one reason why. Okay, we have crown land though. Let's go for religious culture with our crown land. And that will enable us to convert more quickly and get more papal influence. But that's like tax, production, manpower in fully accepted cultural provinces. So that had a benefit to our income. And it's as well as the culture conversion cost reduction, which I'm going to do before I dev provinces. So I want to trade Slovak for Bulgarian culture. In the future, we'll get more culture, which will go to Greek. But a lot of this, I don't care so much about the north, but this needs to be converted before we dev it. So right now we're doing espionage. The siege ability will help versus Poland, that's for sure. In fact, let's trade this for trust. Let's start spy networking Poland. Working for this war coming up against PLC. It's going to be another hard one. Same here, I've corresponded a bit with Johan, and from what I heard, it's going to be very different from EU4 in the sense that EU5 is going to be developed by a more future-proof way than EU4. Yeah, I know it's going to be very different. People were saying it's going to be a lot like Victoria and stuff. I don't know, I'm just waiting to find out and see. 30 favors is what we need with Aragon, guys, to return this to Naples, and then I'm going to switch them out, I think, for Tunis, if possible, and start returning cores from him. Because I'm allowed to return cores and diplo-vassalize, but I can't press the war for the cores. Improve relations. We should wait when I need the prestige, I need the stab cost reduction, or I need the improved relations from my AE, which could be after PUing these guys in Europe. And I've got a lot of admin points from missions, guys. Here's Hungary. That's 150, another 100 if we defeat the Ottomans again, and another 100 after that. That's going to be our third idea group, which I think is actually going to be economic, guys. There's cavalry cost there. We're going for the memes. But I'll tell you what. The economic had a little buff to it, because they nerfed it when they took the development away. But it's gold depletion chance modifier. 25% chance that gold doesn't deplete. Reduced deterrence by 25%. Well, Hungary also got that same modifier there, guys. That's 50% once we access this. So yeah, we could boost our gold mines up more and more, and hopefully they wouldn't deplete. There's 11% chance here, and 0.28% chance here each year. It's pretty low. But I'd love... We don't have the Diplo right now, but I'd love to... Wait, we got an idea cost reduction somewhere, don't we? It's this one. If I pop that now, I could get idea and tech cost reduction. It's a lot of tradition. So we make 500 manpower per month. I'd like to build up my forces even higher to go against the PLC. Muscovy's down to 11k regiments, guys, so he's absolutely broke. But for some reason, almost like the Ottomans themselves, he has a tendency when he's independent to just YOLO. Mehmed finally died. It's kind of a bit late anyway. He's got all the value out of it. But like he did a military idea. He's so ahead of the game, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's a good thing, but you know, you kind of want Mehmed to die in like 10, 20 years, or he hasn't done a military idea yet, you know, which he has. Yeah, so Muscovy has stopped trying because he's my subject now. We PU'd him, which is okay. But he's making money now. He should slowly... I mean, with that much income, you'd hope he eventually starts paying off loans. Siegeability. That's beast. This is probably overextension. Fake rebels. Good to see. That's Inno from Military Ideas. Beautiful. I think we should probably dev a little bit, though. So when's our C's available? 3 years. Not very close. We've got this issue here, guys. Governing capacity again. And I've got another issue which I need to retract a bonus from the clergy at this rate. Which we can do. Equilibrium is higher than the influence, but... Okay, build a church. That's actually my best church. Nice. +1 base tax. I don't like my inflation building up, but I do have the admin to just buy it down. Okay, this is where we get an affordable rep advisor, please. Damn it, dude. Damn it. Golden Era reduces the cost of that as well. Nice-oo. My manpower pool is not that high. We're gonna have to ramp up and go soon, so I could get military tech 8 over Poland. I have half cavalry. That's crazy. Time to dev push? Nah. Not yet. We will dev push probably colonialism, even though it will spread fairly quickly, especially with this bonus if you happen to get it or not. I'll probably dev push that around that time anyway. So my spiny worker's building in Poland right now. It's going to be a hard war, guys, to 1v1 him. We're going to have Bulgarian rebels. Let's fight this before the war. No, brother, he was only 45. Oh man. Not like this. Frick. Matthias is dead and gone. Unlucky. So we have an exactly average stat ruler, but he isn't Diplo. I kind of planned for that, because I'm ahead in mill and admin. Diplo is trying to do espionage, so that's acceptable for me, but we just lost the just modifier. Okay, let's do some rebel suppression. If the overextension goes away, that won't rebel. That's a lot of unrest. Why are they so mad around there? What the frick? Serbian area is pretty stable, though. Let's take that Inno. Okay, I don't like this air, chat. Flip. I don't like this air. There's a lot gone wrong right now. I don't like these advisors. We're gearing up for Poland. I'm gonna have to take more loans, chat. It is what it is. Once this cores, I'm gonna build a fort right here. Discipline might have to do. Okay, with my maintenance on, That's his maintenance on. Damn! Okay, if we tick 8 him, I'm a believer, right? He's got Papal Blessing. Do we, by the way? Yes, we do. That might time out soon. Damn, we're stronger than him, guys. We gotta go. We gotta go. So, he's gonna have the numbers. Yeah, we're going against Poland sooner rather than later. We're gonna get tick 8. He's currently on 6. Like, so he's either gonna complete quality or catch up to 7. But we've got to take Moldavia from the PLC. Like, you know, it's going to be tough. We got this. I built mountains to the north. Look at that wall off. They will obviously have the ability to just walk in here, but we will outmaneuver them big time. Hey, Winrunner, what's up, dude? Nice to see you. Alright, I don't want the burgers to be unhappy. They can gain influence, it's fine. Because I want to be able to div soon, efficiently, just like that. Nice. Nice. Start divving my way up to 25 and drop this. I am going to want to core and state that, though. And my stability just went down. I think we YOLO this guy here, chat. It's fine. These aren't going to improve. The clergy could improve our stability. A stab cost reduction rank 3, forget it. Okay, so we have tech cost reduction I just got from that for like 20 years before we tick the mill. And we've got idea cost reduction for the rest of espionage. Maybe wins tech 3, 10. Maybe it helps with economic as well. Okay, I want this to core. I want to deal with the Bulgarians. Let's go back to drilling here. Let's suppress when the rebels are near to, while the Bulgarians are close. Never mind. Where are they going to spawn? I'm going to assume they're going to spawn on the highest development province. Which might be there. 15? What the? The Ottomans developed the marsh. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's let them walk into us then. We get a little bit of separatism there, that's fine. The Ottomans developed the marsh, guys. That's like one of the lowest dev provinces in... I think it's actually 3 dev in the beginning of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did Diplo's second idea group, yeah, which makes dev pushing not the best, exactly. I will say, though, we're never going to capitalize with this restriction where we can only do missions and agendas. We're never... I didn't pop that. Let's make sure to pop that before I tech or something. That will give us this rank 1 institution spread. It's whatever. Sorry. What I was going to say is we'll never have an insane supply chain. Like, we're currently on 51 in Pest, and that will improve from there. Like, our trade is decent, guys. But it's never going to be... we're never going to get, like, 100%. Which does mean you get less value from dev pushing Diplo than you would in a regular game. Which is fine. Hey, Victor. I think Hungary, dude. That's why I'm playing Hungary in EU4. Like a before and after type dynamic. How are you, Victor? Nice to see you. You're dead, sucker. Okay. These guys are at 70%. I don't want to deal with that. So I think when overextension goes away, maybe we suppress them. And they're gone entirely. My prestige is back up. Thanks to the mission. Okay, maybe we kick this guy. Man, he's already 30 years old. I don't like this air roll, man. If we can PU Should we just fight Poland with France's help, actually? So, if I PU Bohemia and just fight Poland... maybe co-belligerent them? France would join. He would join. Maybe that's the war. YOLO. Maybe that is the war. It would cost me Diplo points. Like, it's probably worth it, though. To do it all at once. It's going to be a liability on aggressive expansion and everything, but it's probably worth it. To pull France in, that would just make it so much easier. Just trying to decide whether we fight him ourselves or with France altogether. I think both work. We're so much stronger than him. Anhalt, Brandenburg, Voltgast. How much war score is it going to be to take this stuff? I mean, it's not an insane amount of war score. It's like 13, 20, 25. It's like 33 war score. I definitely think it's doable by ourselves. Okay, so I think this war, we just PU Bohemia. We pop this, and we PU Bohemia. Co-belligerent Poland, so I tell France to prepare. We get Milan and France's help. I think that is going to be a much easier war. The problem is, I'm going to pay, what, like 150 Diplo? And there's going to be more AE. I think we just do the easier route. We're worn down by fighting the Ottomans. I think that's the play, guys. Let's freaking do this. Then I'm going to kick this guy right before PUing, which gives us a lot of prestige. But it gives you a crap load of prestige. But it gives you prestige based on your participation, though. And, yeah. France and stuff. That's like he'll be doing a lot of the work. That's all right. All right, let's do this. So who's on next? The thing is, I was going to diplo-vassalize somebody else, but remember, Bohemia has Thuringia, guys, so that's going to be 2 additional relations, plus 2. So if we annex Aquileia, we replace them with Bohemia, we're 1 over. Yeah, let's stop diplo-vassalizing. Okay. Don't need to improve. Okay, France. Carry me. Let's go. Prepare for war, or can we just do favors? Trust, I meant to say. Probably with this, that's paying money. I've only got 1 loan. Let's see here. Got him. Okay, let's PU Bohemia, chat. Let's do this. Who just got elected Pope? I thought it was Aquileia for a second. Okay, France. France is not going to crusade the Ottomans, I don't think. I'm literally waiting for this morale to improve, to stack wipe this, and we're going. Attack! Okay, we have the number advantage, and we by far have a quality advantage, so that's our mission. Damn, that's better than I thought, guys. Co-belligerent. Nice. That's because he's rivaled, right? You gain superior, just unjustified demands on your rival. I forgot about that, guys. I don't play EU4 enough. Beast. Damn, our siege ability is good as well, with our Spine Eric and Espionage. That's a stack wipe. Cavalry combat ability for the win. He should be insta-gimped, I hope, here. With no units. One occupation. Okay. I've got one diplomat available. I was working on diplo-vassalizing. It doesn't really matter, though. Honestly. We could do the Pope for some papal influence, but I don't actually have a priority with my diplomats right now. Damn! We 1 month that siege! Sheesh! Damn! Okay. God wills it! Sheesh! Secure Bulgaria. That's going to wait to grab this CB against the Ottomans. We can only do missions and agendas for anybody tuning in. That's our restriction. I've done diplo-vassalization, and that's it. Just mission. Okay, we can buy another cardinal. Let's grab that. Beast. Oh, yeah. We're on 4 cardinals. Catholic crew coming through for once. Okay, so that should... Yep. Let's just take that and move on. $20-day sieges here, guys. Maybe I shouldn't barrage. They're not really coming after us. Just siege them down quickly, maybe. Okay, obviously just working on separate peace in Poland. We need 35 war score. Make our way to their capital. Muscovy is bankrupt effectively. He is catching up on tech. As long as he's making money, I'm happy, which he seems like he's paid off like 1 loan. And he's making a little bit of money. Can you make more, please, sir? Switch to defensive edicts on these mountains. Have fun, lads, sieging those. I'm sure the French will look at that like food battles, come across and just liberate them. And my spy network is improving, which is going to improve our siege speed even further. Okay, let's try to judge the AE of actually PUing Bohemia himself. Yeah. We are plus 20 here. Pretty bad. Okay, I was talking about I got nothing to do with my diplomats. Okay, maybe just generally look at Germans and max relations up with them. So that even if they have 50 AE, they don't join. I mean, we've got a lot of truce, and we've got a lot of happy Germans here to the south. But that's probably the move. So even as Emperor chat, because Austria obviously has like 60 force limit, he could reconquer some of these cores, you would think. But he'd have to have the brains to... His force limit is insane. He's obviously in very, very, very bad shape. But as the Emperor, it should be doable. But he'd have to have the brains to ramp up over, you know, what he can afford to fight the war, and then it would obviously pay itself off, which he's not willing to do at this moment. Tech up. Yeah, we don't need to upgrade our unit type, and I'm on Inno. It's fine. I could do it right before taking a battle to grab the tactics and stuff. I'm going to try to delay this 20-year bonus as long as possible. Okay, that is in the woods. He's been making progress here, bastard. Breach the walls. Slow and steady, boys. Slow and steady. Friends going into the mountains. Winning. The boys are carrying us. Muscovy's small army. Oh, he's ramping up. Muscovy, make sure you're making profit, bud. Backdooring them. Muscovy backdooring them. France goes in. Sieging like a beast. Sheesh! We have become unbeastable, Chad. Hungary? Hungary is unbeastable. Governing capacity is an issue. Prosperity on the gold in the south. This whole state in the north now, Slovakia, is at least covered by Fort's zone of control, so it will recover prosperity quickly, if you see what I'm saying, but it doesn't build up like it used to, because Matthias just passed away at like 45. Unfortunate. Pretty young, realistically, it's pretty young for a ruler in this game. Alright. We'll switch this over to autonomy reduction. It still goes down even well at war. And I may be able to reduce autonomy and deal with the unrest as well when they're Catholic. I might do that. But we've been so hard on the manpower, like I didn't reduce autonomy in Wallachia. So we've been fighting so much. Speaking of which, trying to back Muscovy up. I don't want him to get wrecked. Who dying? It's not my 3 sieger. Damn, 4 sieger. 5 maneuver. Damn, that's a good general, dude. Holy. We're up to 81 army tradition. That's why. Damn. Okay, Poland, we want to probably short truce them, guys. Even though, damn, I think war reparations is really smart. Like, that would be a lot of money and it would hurt him for the next war. Because he's not behind in Miltech anymore, guys. Like, he obviously runs advisors. Like, he's going to catch up. I need to sneeze. Morning sneeze. Needles. I don't know. I don't think it matters whether we take war reps or not. This war is actually going really swimmingly. So once we peace out Poland themselves, we already have the war score. Freaking beast. Once we peace out Poland themselves, we can see the real ramifications of aggressive expansion. And improve relations accordingly if there are any Germans. Oh, we do not have the war score, ignore me. But we're getting close. Which ideas does Muscovy have? Offensive and administrative, so irrelevant. He's got irrelevant ideas. Can almost grab a bonus from the Pope. Chat, can I ask you guys, are there any Americans or just people with brains here, chat? What is AMC? Like, that produces TV. What, like modern TV, like Netflix or whatever? What is AMC? That's an American studio, right? Do they do anything else? Like, where do you watch AMC on the internet? They do The Walking Dead, says Nobody Spy. They own movie theaters. Okay. Oh, it's Amazon. It's Amazon? Winrunner says it's Amazon. So Amazon owns them. Okay. It's a TV channel. You can get a sub from Prime. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just wondering. You know, surely chat doesn't judge me. I'm pretty much like, I don't watch that much TV, and when I do, I normally sail the seven seas, chat. If you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink. Because I ain't paying nothing. Sheesh, I'm broke. I'm broke, chat. But... First time chat, this is AMC Entertainment Holdings. Is it a copy pasta from Google? American Multi-Cinema referred to. Yeah, I was just wondering what you even watch it on and who is behind it, but it's Amazon, apparently. Is that confirmed? Because I watched the show, and the first season is like so good, and the second season was like, the first half was also so good, but it kind of doesn't stick the landing. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed with the end, but it's still an incredible show. I'm like, damn, like, I think most people should watch it. And every time I ask anybody, have they seen the show? They're like, no, like, I haven't seen it. Nobody's heard of it, guys. And that's Pantheon. Have you guys seen that show? Anybody? Pantheon. But it always goes AMC in the beginning, and I was just wondering, are they like some obscure thing? But apparently not. It's like Amazon. But yeah, I stopped after season 3. No, I swear, there's only 2 seasons, dude. That's one of the downsides, is it ends, and it seems like they rushed it. But I'd still recommend it. Like, damn, it's good. The first season alone is like worth watching. Like, not as like the best TV show ever, but as like, it's just worth watching. It's so like different and well done. I'm just wondering. Yeah, it's good. Are we talking about the same thing? You stopped after season 3, bro? There's 2 seasons, and it's really good. You probably are just misremembering. So, you've seen it, Irish Lucky? It's on Canadian Netflix. Pantheon. Does it have the girl on the front as the logo, Winrunner? Because that's the same one I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you should consider watching it. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, it's like adult cartoon. So it's like anime inspired, but it's made in like the US. It's actually very, like, just be warned, you know, it's whatever. Some people think cartoons can't be graphic or whatever, but I'm just telling you, it's very, very, very adult. So, like, there's some scenes which are pretty gross and stuff. Like, it's like you want to look away type thing. It's not the most pleasant thing ever, but, like, the story is really good. Anyway, I just wanted to throw it out there, because you guys answered the question. For some reason, it's just not well known, but it's Amazon. I was wondering if it was just like some obscure company. But the other thing is, like, when you watch a show that's cool, it's like, oh, you want to talk to people about it, and nobody's freaking watching the damn thing. It's not Amazon. It's a production company. It isn't owned by Amazon. Okay, Natural Synergy says it's not. Newbie's Bot says it's not. So is it more obscure than Amazon? Maybe it is. I'm confused now. Do people watch AMC? Like, this is what I'm trying to ask you. Because when I'm saying it's on Netflix, it's not on Netflix in New Zealand. I know that much. Or at least, it wasn't when I watched it. I don't know if that changes, probably. Just use VPN. True. Because you said that. No, I'll show you guys. I'll show you. Don't. Chat! Don't. It's perfectly... We sail the seven seas like pirates. Okay? It's not a big deal, dude. What are you worried about? Here. Let me... I'll just show you. So, what you do, if you're an absolute Giga Chad, you go to display capture, and you use Brave Browser, chat. Brave Browser. Because it avoids ads. And then you go to this website, Daily Motion. Okay, and you avoid the ads and crap.
Zeus leads a heavenly war
and you watch
Kronos for
Pantheon
of the universe.
And it's a beast. If you want to, you don't need to.
The Babylonian goddess Tiamat.
It's a beast. Anyway, it's kind of a bit depressing and stuff. And anyway, but it's a good show. If you guys want to check it out, I would recommend. Worth watching. Let's get back to our games. Okay, is everything normal? Music on. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in love with Brave Browser, guys. Brave Browser, like, there's certain things I can't help but go away from Firefox, you know, because I've been using it my whole life. It's hard. Brave is so different as like a browser, but I use both. And Brave is like, it's just the Giga Chat of all browsers, I swear. I see people advertise like Opera X and all this stuff, and it's like, bro, Brave browser, like, it's just immune to ads and stuff. Like, I love it. It's got like inbuilt ad blockers which actually work. Like, people go to war over ads lately. Do you know what I mean? Like, blockers versus Twitch and stuff. And Brave freaking wins somehow every time. Giga Chad. Giga Chad. Why do you call them obscure when they have like 5 top shows? Oh, well, I haven't looked it up, man. RVG. I was asking you guys. Because the dilemma is that this show is really good and nobody's watched it. That's my dilemma. Like, when I ask you guys, there's one guy who apparently has seen it in my chat, but he said he stopped after season 3 when there's no seasons. There's no season 3, so it implies that he actually hasn't seen it and thinks that he has. So, in other words, out of all of you guys, nobody said they've seen it. That's why I'm confused. I'm like, why has nobody seen this show? It's freaking good, dude. So I thought that I'm asking you guys if they're like some weird obscure channel. I didn't know. It's because there's so much TV and it's anime. Blind Donger is called Pantheon. We're just talking about it. Nice. Professionalism. It's like a if you guys ever seen those old American Batman cartoons, it's like a modern version of that. It's made in 2022, but I'm talking about the graphics. Like, to call it anime, yeah, it's anime-like for sure, but it's like American cartoon, just very like mature looking. Themes are very mature. Okay. Are you done, Poland, if you are not in ongoing battles? He's done. Okay, let's call this up. This is, of course, Romanian, meaning it calls quickly. Even though, you know, we're Hungary, that definitely adds up, confirmed. Good job, Paradox. Nothing suspicious about that at all. Romanian culture. Oh, we grabbed the Cossacks, guys, which just crippled my Crown land. Uh-oh. But we want the Cossack modifiers here. Cavalry combat ability, let's go. Any favorite animes, Monk? Yeah, let me think for a second. I don't want to sound too judgmental or whatever, but I'm not like a weeb, so to speak. I'm not. And I don't get it. So I'll just throw that out there. People who are like hardcore into anime, like, I don't like something because it's anime And also, I don't watch anime with Japanese subtitles and stuff. I don't. So you got to keep that in mind. With all that being said, I used to be, when I was very young, I used to consider myself, like I was hoping to be an artist when I was older. And the old anime from like literally the 90s. So what happened with anime is that it was all hand drawn and stuff. And every frame was like hand drawn, and they used techniques to help. You know, where it's like copy pasta a hand drawn scene and then change a little bit. But let me just check, guys. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Do we have the PU now? So we can control Moldova. That should be the PU there. Wait, what happened? Oh, no. You need to take more. Okay, I forgot Hungary. So you need to do 3 wars against Poland. Okay. Yeah, there's not really any reason not to pass this. We can do that. Now, you don't need to take all... Wait. No, you can't PU them. I was right. My memory. I don't know, guys. It's been so long. So it's because we're, like, stronger than them and we've beaten them in a war and stuff, I think. Yeah. It's because we're stronger than them in total development. That's what it is. You don't need to take the land. Cool. Okay. So we're going to go in for the whole of Eastern Europe, basically, guys, in the future. Let's check the war score before I answer Blandon's question here. Ah, nice. We get away with it on AE. Sheesh. We're beast mode, boys. I reckon I'll fort here in the marsh. And he's actually devved the building slot. I think a nice choke point fort there. We should do that. Sort of replace that. Not feeling that rich right now, and we're paying for a lot of forts. Okay, against Bohemia. How do we move this war along really nicely? Yeah, so the thing is, I'll show you guys. A lot of anime, I'm going to show you guys. Chat probably doesn't care, that's fine. A lot of anime, here, if I can remember. Okay, give me a second while I try to recall things from the 90s. So anime wasn't a big thing in like outside of Japan, obviously. And because they're hand-drawn, if you think about like Dragon Ball Z or whatever, that's why it kind of looks so scuffed, right? Like the graphics were limited back in the day. It's because it was like hand-drawn, but there were things they would do to a system, like copy-paste the same scene and alter it a little bit. And one thing I noticed, you know, because I was kind of, whatever, I used to consider myself an artist when I was younger or whatever, that one thing that's intriguing about anime, which I do really like, still to this day, is that you can accept a kind of style and a theme and a look if you're willing to accept it, where you're like, okay, this is how it looks. You know, it doesn't look the best, but I'm willing to watch it. Well, you can do something in anime which you can't do in other genres, which is you've got an epic scene, right? Okay, let's just talk about the obvious. You can do things that are impossible in real life because it's animated, right? So that should go without saying. But you can also, it's like, oh, when you have a plot twist in a scene, what do people do? They play up the music, and they play up the, you know, there's vibes, like the intensity, it's like dramatic, like the beat, the pace of the, and it's like all to come to, it's like, oh my gosh, epic plot twist, right? This is what they do. Well, in anime, you can change the style, aka make those scenes look better. So if your mind has like accepted this like limited version, like graphics of a game, because you're like, oh, but the quality of the game is good, well, now you can actually break the limit, so to speak, visually, where you're like, damn, this looks amazing. One of the, like a really famous anime is Berserk 97. And Berserk 97 looks like trash in general. But there are those art pieces they put in, and that's a classic example. Like there are screenshots from Berserk 97 which was made in produced, like finished in 1997. Like it's almost 30 years old. And people post them as like their YouTube thumbnails and stuff still to this day because they look absolutely like goated. Like certain scenes from the show. And that's because some dudes literally are drawing them, right? Like animating them or whatever. They look like incredible. Okay, give me a second. So I like that about anime. But what I was going to say is during the 90s... Advisor cost reduction. I want this gold cost reduction here, chat. That's a lot of work. Everything we just spoke about is a lot of work. Do you know what I mean? Hand drawing, it's a lot of work. And what began to happen around like the kind of mid 2000s, 2005, is everything was getting like digital for the first time and like digitized, which makes it a lot easier for the animators and stuff to pump it out. But it doesn't look the same. And honestly, I think that most shows, at least higher quality shows, like there are cheap low-end cartoon shows like Dragon Ball Z, which didn't look that good, but anime actually looked visually better back in the day. And it's not until like more recently, like if you look at like Death Note, which was like 2008, that's one of the most famous anime ever. It looks alright. It looks pretty good, and they use this thing, the technique that I was talking about, where they make important scenes look better. But that was the exception. It wasn't the rule. Like, part of the reason Death Note was so popular is because other anime was looking like dog poo around that time. And that, alongside it being very good and successful, good story, that made it stick out, is because it was past the point of, like, everything being hand-drawn, but it looked pretty good. So, anyway, it's not until more recently that people have really, really gotten good at, like, really adapting, using the technology, and making shows look pretty good. Almost as though they're hand-drawn, even though they're mostly not hand-drawn, because people don't have the time and energy to do that stuff. But also anime has a reputation of, like, depending on the studio and things, like, overworking people, you know? Which I'm not... You know, that is an element that I want to be sympathetic towards people working hard, but I just mean there probably are shows where people are drawing every scene or whatever to pump it out. So, yeah. That's from, like, a visual point of view. I was trying to think, damn it, what is the... Who is... I've got it. Give me... I know what it is. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. So this is a 90s show. And it looks old and, like... Oopsie. Sorry. Some music played. It looks old. Vampire Hunter D. It looks old and sick at the same time. Here, this might be loud, chat. Let me...
Right about.
Okay. Well, this FP...
Right there.
The resolution might not be very good, though. Yeah, the resolution's not very good on that, though. Look how good this looks, guys. This is like 90s. I mean, you might disagree. It's personal taste, but... Yeah, so that's just an example, but like... the thing is, that's like, I don't know, like 1999 or something like that, I don't know. And then meanwhile, I mean, that looks pretty good, right, guys? It's an ancient show. It's like came out when I was like 5 or something like that. Like, it's really old. And then all the anime after it looks worse. It looks like crap. So it's like, that's the thing about anime, which is like, it's kind of unfortunate because back then, people were worse at dubbing and stuff like that into English because like there was less in that had come out internationally, and people were less experienced at that sort of thing. Like voice actors weren't necessarily a thing. Uh, anyways, but it looks good. It looks really good because people out here, like, they're good artists. They do like the crazy good design of each character, and they're like hand drawing every scene. And it's like, man, you can take like a freeze frame of like 90% of the entire show, and it looks ridiculously good, like a wallpaper or whatever. So somebody was asking me about anime. That's one of my thoughts. It's starting to look good again, but guys, let's dev up to 15 and then seize land when we peace out. What do I want to dev right now? This is our prosperity. I did dev this up already. Okay, I think we'll do here. Just get some base tax. Okay, we're at 15. Good. Yeah, so those are one of my thoughts. Anyway, for that reason, because I was into it, like, a lot of the stuff looked good. It intrigued me from where I was, like, in the West. Nobody knew about anime. It was like a niche thing, and I was very interested in it. So I've watched, like, Ghost in the Shell. I've watched, like, heaps of old vintage anime just like that I just showed you. You know, pretty much all the famous ones, Akira. And I will say that they were really good for their time. Like, most of them, like Ghost in the Shell, really good for its time, I would say. Like, unfortunately, a lot of them do not hold up. It's my opinion. I was going to scornful insult somebody to appease him. Let's do Bavaria. There's a downside to doing that, but I can't be bothered explaining. Alright, I'll take your money, Bohemia. Hungary will form a union. Let's do it. We just PU'd Thuringia and Bohemia. Let's go. Alright, Bohemia, look at that, dude. With insult, these guys are barely even mad. Woohoo! Missions only, chat. That's a clapper in chat. That's a clapper in chat. Holy. So we're almost... This is what I want. I want to flex on even Ming, guys. Everybody. Like, despite the difference because of institutions, we got to be the most powerful in the world. Okay, my AE is like crazy now. Pest gets the great city of Buda, so that's to have more development than Vienna or Prague, and it gives us 10% development, trade power, and yearly prestige. Nice, we can hang on to that. The Bohemian Crown, that's 25 prestige. I forgot to kick. Let's do this now. So I can gain prestige back from this mission. If I join the Empire, we lose Kingdom rank, don't we, guys? Frick. But, low-key, see, I need Kingdom rank. Shoot. The thing is, guys, what we could do is when we PU Austria, we could get elected. And it would be a lot easier to do that if we were a member of the Empire. Like, people are not going to like us because we're not German and stuff. Most of the electors are Germans. And they're not going to like us because we control Elector now, Bohemia. But we'll get Bohemia's vote for sure. So realistically, like, these two are the nearest. If we join Empire, then we become Emperor and we get the early cultural union. Because I'm about to switch Slovak for Bulgarian. But we've got other things to do with our diplo points here. Steal Bohemia's electorship? That is a decision, right? When you control a throne in this way. And I think you need relations with Austria or something. So the reason it's not there is because we're not a member of the Empire. And I know it costs a crap load of money. It's like 500 or something at least. And I think you might need the Emperor to sort of back you doing it. So I think we just take more prestige, chat. I mean, look, I can get advisor and papal influence from the Pope. Okay? So, I'm a believer that we can get elected. We already have Bohemia. Let's make that go away. Now, in the meantime, let's pay off our loan. And those are both Muscovite rebellions. Okay, our AE is high. I think we can afford to relax a little bit. I'm one over my relations. I think we ditch Milan. Now, we're going to ditch Aragon and switch them out. Should have probably used my trust there for something, my bad. Okay, I think he just seized land. We can get relations with Bohemia here quickly. Yeah, so Thuringia's straight up happy with us. This has to wait a month. We just eclipsed Austria. That's right. Nobody else is even a valid power. Okay, so anyway, back to the anime rant. Do I like anime? I'm very selective. That's what I was trying to say. Very selective. So the older ones are good considering they're old. And there's very few that stand up to this day, I think. But I do like watching them for like the visuals and stuff like that. And then otherwise I'm very selective with anime. Like people have recommended anime to me, like, oh, you should watch this one. It's sick, and it's like whatever. Even somebody earlier, I think it was Windrunner, said, "Do you like Kaiju number 8?" I did. Somebody recommended Kaiju number 8 to me, and I did like it. But I've already gone off it a little bit. Like the season 2 is significantly worse in my opinion. I liked Kaiju number 8. One of the main reasons... See, I've tried Steins Gate. I don't like it. Sorry. No, you're welcome to like it. I'm not judging or anything, but I personally can't get into it. Yeah, Kaiju number 8. I really liked how he's just like a humble, regular dude in the beginning. And that's something that's lost. Like, he rapidly becomes like the main character in a way, and, you lose that feeling or whatever, so... Yeah. Okay, we're over our Crown land limit. There. This is coming up. I think maybe the tech will suffice. And I'm talking about over governing capacity. We'll just be over briefly, momentarily. I guess I could unstate these. There we go. I never fully called them. Okay, stop paying for the cannons. So yeah, I wouldn't really consider the show I was talking about to be anime, but maybe that I should. I don't know. But I like it because it's a good show. If it has a good story and stuff, I will say I am a product of like modern times. Like there are people who will see that show, Pantheon, that I recommended and they'll be like, oh, this is a cartoon, and they just don't like it straight up no matter what. I'm not that way. Like I can tolerate anime. It's something that's weirded me out in the past. Like why does it look kind of real? I don't know. Am I the only one? Like a lot of anime looks real to me even though it's clearly not real. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Am I crazy? Like, it looks real. It's clearly not real, but it looks real at the same time. Like, it's weird, bro. Okay. We're just gonna go through this one. Nice, humble, playing tall. And we could do with the unrest reduction, some of these unaccepted cultures and stuff, churches. So tier 4 is pretty underwhelming. But that's 33% more income from churches. And I want to reform the country. Church, church, church. Those are Muscovite rebellions. Well, I was looking at selling titles, but we can't afford to do that anymore. We want to keep the Cossacks happy, guys. There's another modifier when they get into the green, right? It's so hard to get their influence up, though. Yeah, right now I don't have an heir. Bohemia's happy. That's beast mode, bro. Just like that, he's happy. Oh my gosh, so good. So we're getting a French dynasty at this rate, who is in no other nation but France this game. Which is okay. Mantua should be annexed. Work on that. So if we do not seize land, we can fix the clergy. Military points are about to cap out. I'm not going to take that general. We've got good generals. It's okay. He'll probably be a bad roll. Nice. More prosperity is back. And we're just going to slowly dev, guys, because it gives us crown land. Okay, so more than like rolling generals or anything like that. Okay. That is the tick. It just went down. We'll take that for 20%. That's fine. There's a small chance we'd get it for 15, but I don't care. So realistically, guys, if you were doing a try-hard Hungarian game, I thought about this, by the way, but we're talking about other things. We should have taken this trade center, just because it would give you more trade power in the Crimea, even though you don't have claim on it or whatever, and you can build it up, right? Instead of PUing Lithuania, which is going to happen. But, of course, our restriction, I can only do missions and agendas. Okay, so there's a reason I didn't do that. But I'm just throwing it out there. If you take Moldova through war, you may as well grab this as well for a little bit more war score if you can. But we not do that? So this is 5 that I can get here, loyalty. And if our prestige is up, we are around 60. But most of these, I find the Cossacks difficult, man, to keep happy. Like, maybe this. It's just one province. Let's just do that. Half the tax from our one-step province. Let's just do that to get the equilibrium higher. It's only here. Okay, speaking of here, I'm going to delete that fort. Now let me check the unrest on these guys. I hope I don't regret this. I want to be richer. So there's going to be some unrest, but it can just be suppressed. That's with a little bit of overextension. I hope it goes away. Because my estates shouldn't be mad anytime soon. That gives you unrest. This is not drilling our cannons, but drilling everything else. Okay. Let's do it. Construction cost reduction and tax increased. Now, do I have that construction cost modifier or has it gone away? It's that one. We've got it for 9 more years. Beast. See, if I join the Empire, guys, we would actually get another 5 construction costs, which is a lot when you have a lot of stacked up. We've got 25%. Okay. Now, any church we build gives us 33% more tax. I'm just going to spam while we're at peace, guys. Why can we not weaken Austria? Yo, how did I mess this up, Chad? He's got a stronger army than me? No. It says one of the following must be true. Austria does not exist. No more than 13 provinces owned by Austria and tributaries. Is not the emperor. Wait, is that all one thing? So you literally can't do it if he's the emperor? Is that the issue? Frick. How old is he? 47. Alright, let's go one of our relations. Let's see if we can yoink. It looks like Trier is the least likely. Let's see if we can yoink a vote from him. Doesn't seem likely. Let's work on that, and that will allow me to PU him. Alright, I need rep. And I just did the non-rep option from the Pope. Uh-oh. Okay, otherwise we can annex Mantua. And that will... we will no longer be overall relations. Let's try to do a before and after, guys. Trade is at 10.2. If I collect here instead of Ragusa, and I put my light ships into Venice. 10.2. That prevents me from becoming the emperor. And she's not very good. We'd lose emperorship. Okay, that's actually better. Slightly better. And we can increase our influence through Venice. Maybe. Maybe we can. As the game goes on. Like that. That doesn't cost us relations. Okay. Trier. To advisor, feeling kind of broke compared to what we've seen in the past. This is part of the reason I didn't lose the legitimacy or the prestige, is because I was thinking about the emperorship. It's not worth it. Get 10 prestige there. Get yearly prestige there. I mean, is the 200 relations going to give us the election? If it... Oh, Austria's solidifying another election. No. Alright, let's see if we can pull this vote, because Cologne is in similar position to where Trier was. But it's not looking good, guys. I thought you could PU Austria if they were weak. They need to lose the emperorship. That's dumb. And he's also maintaining the emperorship, even though he's just cooked. Like, what kind of emperor is that? Anyway. Nice. Diplo points. We desperately need Diplo points. Yearly corruption, tax income, and gold depletion chance. Beast. If I had the Diplo, which we don't have right now, I would probably... boost my gold up. A little bit more. Yeah, we're not going to get his vote. Damn it, dude. It's the Austrian truce. So obviously getting Bohemia's vote doesn't interfere with this. He's gaining imperial authority slowly, which will help him solidify these. Like, that's neck and neck with Wittenberg. That's what changed. But it's going to go the emperor's way. Palatinate's pretty close. 10 reasons. Brandenburg. This is tragic. Like, even if I took 2 at this stage, he would win on 2. Yeah, I mean, he's well and truly the emperor. Okay, that spoils our fun a little bit. Damn. So I think maybe we want Austria to die then, guys. To go down this path. Because I thought if they were weak, you could PU them, but they have to lose emperorship. That's lame. So what we should be able to do, because I can't press my claims myself, is I should be able to kill him. I should be able to kill him by feeding him to, like, Styria. Like, quickly attack Styria and just kill him. And then it would just be a matter of annexing Styria. Wait. Wait. You know what's actually interesting? Oh, no way. You know what's interesting, Chad? If we feed him to Styria, then he'll lose emperorship and Styria will form Austria, and then we can pop the mission to PU him. Do you see what I'm saying? And that won't cost me anything. It will cost Styria aggressive expansion and stuff. I think that's the move. Styria will form Austria, right? I think any Austrian culture which is not Tyrol, believe it or not. Wait, they are. They are. Tyrol is, I think. Yeah. And this guy is. Trent is. But in the beginning of the game, it's just Brigands, Trent, and Austria. But any Austrian culture can just click a button to form Austria. If they have Vienna and Austria doesn't exist and stuff. I think that works. Okay. Is this an easy war? He's only got 16. England? With France's help, it is easy. But we need the favors there. Alright, let's do that. That's what we're going to do. We've even got claims. So let's abandon... Well, if we kill Austria and his is discounted, can we get elected under those circumstances? So if we pull Bohemia, we're on 1 vote. And that prevents Württemberg from having a vote. So it would be a prestige off, do you know what I mean? Which we're doing really well in. So we got 1 vote for the Palatinate. 1 for Nassau. Okay, 2 for Württemberg, so that's an issue. Württemberg's on 2, so he wins. Anhalt, 2 on the Palatinate. Okay, so we would need 2 votes when we discount Austria. We'll think about it. And then we would win with prestige, which right now is winning. Okay, so we need 2 votes. So the question is, if we discount Austria, can we beat the Palatinate here, guys? It's like 30 difference. Or anywhere. If we discount Austria, I think the answer is no. That's a big difference on that one. We should work on clone, I think. I think we're the nearest to obtaining clone. My diplomats are all doing things, though. It doesn't matter if he gets re-elected. Because... excuse me, sneezels. We need to kill him anyway. That's fine. What's nobody saying over here? Sorry, there's a lot of messages on Kick. AMC is no top tier product, bro. Yes. Vampire to Deep was Pog. Top stuff. Yeah, okay. Those are old comments. Let's keep doing churches. Suppressing time. It's all Muscovite rebellions. No. Decline of the royal power, chat. On my 32-year-old, we're cooked. That's until the... Man, Matthias died so young, guys. He's supposed to get this at the end of his life. And then, you know, you get rid of him. Oh, man, we're cooked. That's bad. We gotta replace this guy ASAP. But I don't even have an heir. An extremely bad Hungarian event. among many, many good ones. Can't you rein them in? I'm not willing to, no. It's fine. We just need an heir. Or, in fact, he could pass away right now. That would affect our legitimacy poorly, but let's check on Muscovy's debt. He's gotten worse. He's got 0 regiments. Oh my gosh, dude. He's making 10 per month. He should face him off, theoretically. That dude's cooked. Financially. He cooked. Yeah, so we had a bit of a golden era, which is not so good right now, right? See how we're second to Palatinate there if we discount Austria? Is 200 relations going to give it to us, chat? We've come this far, we may as well find out. So one thing we can do is kind of fall behind in technology. Our inno's at 45, that's pretty good. And we can just start deving. It's kind of what I plan to do. Hey LabConey, what's up, dude? Yeah, let's turn the speed up. Annex and tour. We're just playing a glorious Hungarian game when we can only do missions and agendas, and I'm actually having fun playing EU4. Feels good. Call to arms. This doesn't look like it's any issue for France. Reconquest. Try to fall behind our forts a little bit and continue drilling. Could be a problem for Muscovy this war. Yeah, what's not a problem for him? He's cooked. We're just kind of ignoring him, guys. It is what it is. I mean, my other subjects are participating in this war. Can we beat the Palatinates? That's what I'm wondering. I could get a little bit of prestige, which will give us an edge, and that's it. Actually, yearly prestige here. Damn, we need the missionary strength, though. That will give us papal influence. So if we can get papal influence, I can grab the rep there. That's big as well. So let's do that. That's crazy that Bohemia's voting for Austria over me. I mean, it doesn't matter. He is voting for us if we discount that. But by one reason, over Württemberg. Okay. Alright. People relations. Can I get the clergy happy, please, for papal influence? Yeah, they're aiming Muscovy, poor guy. And now he's trying to build his army up. Poor guy. He's just going to go further and further into debt, man. He did pay off a couple loans during that time, though. Just trying to reform the country more and more and more. While we have the construction cost reduction, 25%. It's looking grim. I think we're bottlenecked by this reputation here. That will be the point at which we destroy Austria and attempt to get elected. So it doesn't matter if he gets re-elected, guys. Doesn't matter. We're chilling. I need a male heir, please, game. We're not old enough to get the sick event. So this is what the elections actually look like, guys. Because Austria is discounted. See, if we pull Trier, we're winning on 2, Palatinate's on 2. So then all we need to do is out prestige him, which we're doing. Which means we go ahead, this is the plan, chat. We quickly ally Styria, who hates Austria. We promise him land. We attack this war with France's help. We full annex Austria, giving it to Styria. By killing the emperor, that forces an election. We get elected emperor. Styria then becomes Austria, which should change this mission to PU him because he's not the emperor. We can click it because he's not the emperor. And then 5-year truce, we PU Styria, aka Austria. That is the plan. But we're also going to become the emperor of Europe, of course. It's the plan. Talented and ambitious daughter's 40 plus years old, yeah. And also she's a woman, so it'd be a little bit inconvenient for the emperor game right now. Another Hungarian event, crushing. Half price rep, yes please. Thank you. Alright, so for the Pope, we gain 5.56 yearly. That means it's 4 years, less than 4 years. But we're also going to do a conversion. It's probably 3 years, guys. We try to get elected with the rep from the Pope. We'll do it. 12 reasons away. I mean, maybe if prestige was full, we can get the vote. It's gonna be close, boys. Nah, 9 reasons? Nah, we can't, man. I need something else to give us an edge. Missionary advisor? I have one. Now we can hang out here, that's fine. Duel. Oh my gosh, it's so close, dude. It's kind of awkward. I mean, we could always pop the reputation throughout the war. So, would France join despite fighting this? No. We'd need to wait. Because we could go now, effectively. You gain prestige when you annex a nation, like Mantua, guys. That's a thing. Yeah, so we're less than 3 years out. The war would take a little while because we got to deal with England, which is like not separate peaceable. So I think we should start it up. Bavaria, Genoa, through. Yeah, I think we should start it up. Let's do it. We're gonna start it up. Going more over our relations. Huh? Truce. Frick. Okay. We've got to wait 6 years. Alright, it is what it is. We're gonna become emperor in 6 years, guys. It is what it is. Don't you have espionage? Can't you damage rep or slander? We've got a 6-year truce anyway, so we're done on that note. No raw marriage. You think... Yeah, I mean, the election just took place anyway. Bad timing. Maybe. Maybe we could have done something. Did we PU France? Nope. We're allied with them. A French heir. 530 rip. Okay, we're rolling with that. I kicked something like a 530. He's 14 though. Yes! That's good. That is good. Let's try to get our ruler eliminated. That's actually good, guys. So if our ruler dies, we're not going to be in Regency, and we'll get rid of the disgusting modify on us. Yeah, and he's French. I think we're gonna have to PU France for the memes, chat. Holy. Damn. We're French now, chat. Oh, look at that. I have the election. Oh my gosh. Is there another way to kill Austria? Nah, it's gotta be Styria because he'll form Austria. It's too big brain, guys. There's not another way to kill him that's going to be the same value. I've got to wait for this truce and go. Okay, so as soon as I'm at peace, I'm going to take the core from Aragon and abandon that relation. We're also annexing Mantua, so I'm not going to be over my Diplo relations. That's not a thing. We're not worried about that. Let's just drill like we're at peace. I can automatically pass my clergy agenda. That would give us more papal if I drop that. Loyalty. And that's papal state relations. Let's do it. More papal influence here and papal state relations. Feed Bohemia? Nah, it's AE and it's not a mission. It's not a mission, guys, to just press those claims. So remember, this game, we're only doing missions and agendas. Like, I would have already been in much better state after defeating Ottomans if I did a cheesy peace deal. But we can't. We haven't been able to. Okay, Mantua's in. That puts me one of my Diplo relations. And I'm going to return core from Aragon to Naples, and then ditch Naples. But I can only do that when we're at peace. My participation in this war is 19%. That's good for favors with France. Okay, speaking of the Ottomans, let's build forts. We've got a big Polish war coming up in the future as well. I'm struggling to get Bohemia's vote. So it's this rep here will do it, guys, but we're bottlenecked by this long-ass truce. 5 years. 5 years we become Emperor, chat. Well, we declare the war over the Emperor's throne. We're just going to have to maintain the status quo in the meantime. Build the country up. We're making money. I'll only make more money if I'm not at war. We can stop drilling the cannons. Naples should be annexable soon. Nah, 22 years. 1522. It's only been half the time. What is the Ottoman truce? Are we up on the Ottoman truce? No. A crusade would be good against the Ottomans. He didn't ally France or anything. Thank goodness for that. He's got no Catholic enemies. That's irritating. We've got dev cost reduction here. And we're going to do a lot of deving right now. A lot. Because I have idea and tech cost reduction on this ruler, guys. It's crippling. Where is it? This guy, powerful magnates. 25%. Terrible. We want this ruler to pass away. I made him a general. That's all I can do. So what I can do is prepare for when I do have Diplo points here. Because it was like Diplo capped. We can make this gold taller. Otherwise, we should stick to the Pesh node. Serbian is accepted culture. 18, guys. Holy, that's cheap. Yep, but let's get our crown land up more. Okay, France is done. That gave us a bunch of favors. Aragon is going to return core to Naples. What? What the frick? You can't do it? Okay, dude. Waste of my bloody time. Damn. I don't really know what to say about that. Oh my gosh, the air has 20% advisor cost. That's beast. It says it needs to be a neighboring province lab. I don't know if that's new or whatever. We've got advisor cost reduction here, guys. Great synergy on our air. Alright, we're going to ditch Aragon then. Rip. I was trying to grab that one. Let's do it with Tunis. So, Styria is a fake ally. The Elector is a fake ally. I'm going to try to ally Tunis. Okay, do it. Let's see about some more economic advancements. We can actually build courthouses now. Kind of in need of that. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, chat, with the powerful magnates modifier, we're kind of in a bit of an awkward spot. It's very inefficient to tech up and stuff, but if he doesn't pass away, we're gonna end up doing some of that. And we're very hard pressed for our Diplo relations. We've got so many relations. So I'm going to pass the reputation. This is actually getting worse for us. That's my prestige partially. I can get my prestige back up. That's possible. Here. And grab reputation from the Pope, which is right around the corner. This will do it, most likely. We're hoping we're elected. Give it a moment. If that's 11, we're cooked. Frick, I'm gonna have to get somebody else. I don't know, man. Is that real? I mean, we were being elected without it, man. Yeah, let's go to yearly prestige. That's real. Oh my gosh! Bastard! I don't know. Poor reputation. Let's wait on this. I mean, it's only 408, to be fair, guys. That's not that expensive, because we've got other modifiers reducing idea cost. That's good. But I'll wait, in case our ruler passes away. I mean, I can get a bit of prestige, but now I've lost hope a little bit, guys, that we can pull that vote. I mean, we can pull this vote from Bohemia easily. There's a lot of relations to be made there. Damn it. I'm gonna go 1 over my relations here with Tunis. That's fine. Corruption's not going down. It is going down, just slowly. I'm taking advantage of the fact that I have espionage ideas. Right now, our corruption does go down slowly, but it goes down. It takes 4 years to route that out. But I have good construction cost modifiers, so I took some corruption in order to... I actually took out corruption in order to invest it into the country. Hey! Alright, let's div something here. Let's review prosperity. It's the first time we've been at 2 stability. It's nice. Once we're at 25, I can take this, and once the Cossacks are more happy, we get an increased bonus there. Nice-oo. Anything in the missions about joining the Empire? Yes, we could have technically joined the Empire. Hindsight is 2020, man. So if I joined the Empire, the reason I didn't want to is because I would have lost Kingdom Government rank. But it would have helped us get elected, and the Emperor died soon after that. But like I said, it's hindsight's 2020. Like, it's difficult to do that kind of thing. I didn't want to be like bloody 200 over my government capacity at the time. Alright, let's ally Tunis, curry with him, and hopefully favors generate quickly, and we can return some of Sicily. Hey, Brown Astronomer, what's up, dude? I think because I'm a noob, man, and Hungary looks pretty good, top shape, powerful, I think we're going to be playing Hungary. I don't know. I think Hungary. Like, I'm a Hungarian enthusiast. Is that acceptable? Who would you like me to play? Let's sit on curry here. So trust does not affect vote, right? No. Trust does not affect vote. Damn it, dude. I don't know how we're gonna get Trier to vote for us, guys. I can get 11 prestige, which we can do. That's it. It's not gonna give me 11 vote. Ah! Dude. It's the only issue right now. So we're 3 years out from starting the war. So it's getting worse with the Palatinate here. You know, 2 wouldn't do it, guys, if he's got 3. I need to yoink one of his votes. He's not going to stop voting for himself. Oh, we've got a valid rival. The Timurids? What? And he's rivaling the Ottomans. No, we could potentially ally that. That's not the play. We could go to war with the Palatinate to cut them down. We try to have Bohemia claim that. Yeah, that would hurt his prestige as well. So his prestige is increasing, guys. That's another problem. Okay, if we did Austria, can I co-belligerent one of these guys to get in the Palatinate in the same war? Yes. My goodness. With France's help, guys, we could fight all of that. It's kind of doable. That is kind of doable. They're weak. We go around whacking them. If we did this in the same war to become emperor, we could weaken him as we go. But does he have any releasables or anything? Because with our constraint... Oh my god, he doesn't. There's nothing I can do, chat. Unless France wants it, he doesn't. Ah! I'm not allowed to give it and feed it to my subjects, guys. I'm not allowed to. How the frick? I mean, obvious. What can you do to him? Transfer trade power, etc. Concede defeat. Things that cost his prestige. Yeah, I mean, if we hurt his prestige and we get prestige ourselves, it's doable, but it's kind of too close for comfort, chat. Frick. I'm really shocked at 4 rep max relations. Let me check. Break alliance. Yeah, we're good. We break alliance. GG. Okay, that works. That's going to be a big war, but it is doable. It is doable, especially with France's help. Yes. We break alliance, he loses the vote, chat. Yes! Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Nice, nice, nice. We will become emperor there. We don't need to stress anymore. That's going to work. Cool. We're one of our relations, but Styria's alliance will break as soon as we pull that war off in 3 years. We're not seizing land, because I want to keep these modifiers. So what I want to do with my diplomats, just randomly do Thuringia. Does any subject actually have cash? Naples is in the positive. Thuringia is in the positive. Even Bohemia is in the positive. Nice, but we don't want to hurt them. So Muscovy's the broke one. Every time we go to war, he basically takes more loans. The guy has 0 troops. He's got no rebels coming right now, and he's making 12 ducats a month. Come on, Muscovy. You can pay off your loans, bud. Otherwise, we're kind of praying for a miracle death on our ruler, but because my heir is older, I don't know if we could abdicate in 4 years. I don't think so, but it might not be that much longer than that. Power projection is juiced up near 100. So we're a year out from fighting the Ottomans, and we're probably... I mean, my manpower's going to be full. Yeah, I think we're going to do a legitimate Ottoman war. We bet them last time, but I had a crusade last time. So I'd like to tick up to 9, but with the 25% increased cost, guys, I'm not sure we'll get ahead of them. Oh! It says France helps. Wait, if France actually helps... Oh, damn! Let's go! Okay, I think we'll beat them easily. So, that's 10 prestige right there, which puts us near 100. I'm gonna pop this guy. That gives us yearly prestige. And that's a crazy dev reduction modifier in Pesht. Damn, the prosperity growth is so bad, guys. Feels bad, man. I was planning to push colonialism, even though it would probably spread fairly quickly. In Pesht. We barely lose yearly prestige right now. That's pretty good. So we can do edict, but I can't realistically. 40% per month doesn't grow pretty quickly. Obviously, I could expand infrastructure some more. Okay, I've got forts coming for the Ottoman War. I think I'm going to delete this guy now. Push the frontier up. We can only do missions, guys. Hey, Mason was taking nice to see you, bud. That's our goal, to take from the Ottomans. If we have France's help, though. Definitely doable. Spy neighborhood discovered. You know, another thing we should do is we should pre-improve with the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth so that when we yoink them, they're not as mad, just like Bohemia. That's rude. I'm trying to declare a war. France. So we'll have to do his one first. Alright, it's been a while since we did an insult. Let's insult the Ottomans, but I don't want to spend my prestige. Is this just against Milan? Straight up attacks Milan. Okay. Easy. We'll just wait for France to roll that, and then if he helps, which it suggests he will, we're Gucci. Just do a regular insult for 5 PP. Oh my gosh. 6? 6 siege, Pip! Holy, so with aristocratic, that could have been a 5 maybe, guys? But we got 6 siege. Damn. Will the Ottomans start a war in the meantime? He doesn't have a truce with the Mams. It'd be convenient just if he walks off and then we backdoor him. He'll get defeated that much more easily, but I'm not worried about it. With France's help, assuming they do help, we're good to go. Just keep investing. We've got 3 more years of 10 construction cost reduction, which will go away soon. Which map mod are you using? I forget the name, sorry. I could check the Steam Workshop right now. I'm tabbed out if I die, chat. It's that chatter's fault. Lol. It's on the Steam Workshop. Let's see. Subscribed items. Graphical map improvements and fast universalis. Those are the only 2 mods I have. They don't affect gameplay. And my game is not very fast, believe it or not. It's quite slow. Something is wrong with my EU4. Yeah, so otherwise I have all the graphical settings turned off, or just about all of them turned off. So the game looks like complete arse. But those mods make it look better. No raw marriage, Styria. We're going to abandon you, mate. As soon as we defeat Austria. Right now, we're only 3 away, guys. It's because I boosted my prestige up. But it's the Break Alliance is going to solve that problem. Is that a subject to France? It is. Wow. France. Good thing he's our ally, chat. He's a beast. He's a beast. Between him and I... Look at this, chat. We're in every sense, not even just the modifier from having the institution, but we're genuinely top dog in every sense, or we're on the verge of being top dog. I like that. Okay. Prosperity grows so slowly, unfortunately. Let's push to 25. So it's all the more important that we don't get any devastation. Equilibrium's way above 60 here on the new Cossack estate. Which, I believe gives you maintenance reduction on cavalry. We've got a lot of cav. It's gonna upset the burgers. Alright, let's upset the clergy. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me be right back a second. I need AFK. I'm back. 1 second, guys. Okay. I want to destroy the Ottomans of Macedonia. But we gotta wait for France to wrap this up. Look at the Muscovite general. He a beast. Alright, I might suck it up, guys, in complete espionage. It also, that's some cavalry combat ability there, right there, for these upcoming wars. But it's this modifier we got, guys. Powerful magnates. 25%. Brutal. My ruler is getting kind of old, like he's a general. Oh! Cavalry to infantry ratio. Not often we go for that. We're memeing. So, let's keep building the economy up before we spam courthouses. Yeah, I think Ragusan trade. I actually don't have a merchant in here. I don't think we care about Ragusan trade. So do we have marketplaces in each trade center? Here, do one here. Do one in Crimea. So you need to take battles for him to die faster. I think there's an increased likelihood for them to die in battle. But it's not something realistically that you can rely on. Alright, France should wrap this up. Let's stop drilling so we're in better shape to go. And let's gather on the Ottoman border. What's France's military tech? We're all on 8. I'm just going before something changes, guys. I'm just going. Alright, here we go. We're freaking in. But Macedonia? Gotta wait till the 8th of May. I always hated making 3 stacks out of 1 or 2 stacks. It's so awkward. That's always been the case. Attack! Imagine France helping Europe. What a beast. Destroy them! Releasing Byzantium or just conquer? I am not allowed to do anything but complete my missions and my agendas. That's what we've done all game long. So, in other words, if I was to take something outside of Macedonia, like, we're cheating. So we've already defeated them once, and it was hard. And we just took Bulgaria because that's what our mission demanded, and this is all we're going to do. Now, we could do things like release nations. That is possible, but I'm not going to. We're just fighting and winning this war. Look at that, with France's help. Wait, France is the... Oh my gosh, yes, crusade back. Yo, crusade back. I forgot. He's going to crusade him, dude. Yes. Let's go France. Completely forgot he was... He got elected to the career controller, so that we should have doubly celebrated when he rivaled the Ottomans. That's nice. So if we look at quality comparison, damn, the tide has changed, guys. If we get a crusade as well. Alright, Polish truce came up. We could technically be PUing them. I think we do it after this ruler passes away, guys. It's too old right now. France needs some time to get the access over here. Okay, that's the war goal unlock. I know, 6 siege pip. And we've got good siege ability as well from espionage. Let's see, he's a lucky nation, giving him some defense. Oh yeah. But we got 28 days. Let's barrage it. That's a little bit of devastation to my gold, but the gold mine will obviously recover it. Sorry, the fort makes it recover quickly, and France is on the way. Nice. I'm going to hold these choke point. Oh, he can walk up into Russia. Oh, dang it. Okay, never mind. We're going to have to go hyper-aggressive. 32 war score we're rushing for then, chat. I think that was a 14% siege. It was either the first or second tech as well. Beast. Capital's ours. Okay, if I could get onto Corfu. Because I'm not going to be able to cross this strait. And then we probably will walk over this way, but it shouldn't be too much more difficulty. We need his enthusiasm to wane, but due to the number difference, it should wane. Currently 0 war score from battles, so other boys going to get the first dub for us in the mountains. Wait, one of my gold just collapsed, I think. No way. Oh my gosh, bad luck. It's okay. It was the worst out of the two. And it's low enough dev that we can juice it back up, guys. Wow, that's crazy. The chance was very low, and then we got the 25%. It was like 0.1 per year. That's very low. Look at this. Now it's even... Anyway, we're going to do economic. Because I'm kind of memeing, guys, but economic's as good as anything else. And you can see it's got the tax and cavalry cost. That will help with our build. And it's got gold depletion chance there, so 50%. But we're going to build it back up. It's just unfortunate. That cost me a couple ducats, I'm sure, per month. Feels bad. What can you do? He's obviously most likely retreating to these islands. I'll try go there, but we're at the mercy of his fleet. It's kind of blockading everything right now. Oh, nice. He's in Athens. Get cooked, sucker. Okay, his enthusiasm's waning. I'm a believer that we'll do this pretty swiftly then. Beast. There's the crusade. Better late than never. Gives us manpower modifiers and stuff while we fight the rest of this war. And in the future Ottoman war. Beautiful. That yearly prestige, actually beast mode. While we're at war, our prestige is going up, even though it's near 100. Despite taking 2 wins and stack wiping him, we've got 0 war score from battles. That's unfortunate. That has to go to me. Naples wants it. That's what we want, guys. 32. So I got 1 fort, taking war score, and a few more occupations. We're going to have around 32 war score at any moment. But I got to keep going. He's beating up Muscovy. 29. Go, go, go. I think that might scare him off there, but I'd prefer if he didn't take that. Let's see if we can scare him off Moskva before he occupies it. There's a window. Maybe 6 maneuver? Let's try to zip across the strait. Of course he takes Moscow. What a jerk, dude. Oh, that's typical AI. Good sieging every time. You gotta work really hard for your sieges. But we're fine. It's just gonna slow the war down. Look at that quality difference on the morale. Sheesh! Bring my cannons up here. Okay, that one gave me a war score from battle. Stop the garrison from growing here and we'll pile into this battle. Don't complain. Yeah, but it's like, we don't need the siege ability. Like, you always do okay on sieges when it's like, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I mean, it's fair. I'm not complaining, but like, it is dumb. As long as it goes... Oh, they crossed over. Holy. As long as it goes on record that it's dumb, chat, I'm happy. Come on, don't derp, Provence. Occupy this, and they're cooked. Beautiful. They're cooked! Good job, team. Second Ottoman crusade. Set on the forts. Let's build a marketplace here. It's a good building. Alright, we have the war score. Let's bring the cannons in here. We're on ticking. This is enough to affect us enthusiasm. Moscow falls. Is there ongoing battles? I'm not sure. Let's see. Are there ongoing battles? No. Kind of surprising that he won't peace right now. It's okay. I mean, we do have the numbers is the thing. That was my yearly procedure advisor. No! My yearly procedure advisor is so good. Alright, we're gonna overkill the election, though, by breaking his alliance, though. We don't need it. Missionary strength is still useful. GG. Let's go! Nice. Even with our... Am I stuck out here? Oh, brother. Okay. Let's go bring our transports around. We got 4 transports. Alright, we'll get fleet basing rights from France. It's okay. Frick. Despite the restriction, guys, that was much easier than the first war. Only being able to complete our missions. So this is 100 admin. I'm hoping to do economic idea soon. That gives us Thrace area. Finally, we'll do some real damage against the Ottomans, but we just proved we're a lot stronger than them, guys, and we have the Crusade modifier now. So I'd be comfortable to 1v1 them again, I would suggest. Cool. Let's rival Sweden just because he's a valid rival. He's probably going to get eclipsed at some stage, I suspect. Yeah, that's awkward. I've got to... maneuver my way back home, which will take a while, but we'll be fine. 4 transports at a time. I'm going to grab fleet basing rights from France. And 4 at a time, we can zip from here to here fairly quickly. We'll walk down to southern France and zip over here. So otherwise, the truce with... We should just start this war. I'd really love to be in position, though. Let's just exile our units, guys. Let's just do that. Let's just exile our units. Okay, so the war over the emperorship begins. We just got to get everything into position back in Europe. Let's pop a general on this stack for maneuver. Still suffering attrition despite being exiled, kind of annoying. Just going a bit of a derpy way to try to prevent attrition there, guys. Don't want to stack up on one another. That looks good. Everybody's coming home, and we're gonna leave it till next session, okay, guys? Is first thing we do next session. Here's the plan. Here is the plan. We're gonna ally Styria, which we are. We're gonna use this Casus Belli to feed Styria. Look at this. With France's help, we will win. All right. Now, this is the thing. We can't take and annex the land myself because of the restriction to the game. But if we co-belligerent the 3 leagues. Please let me in there. Which one was it? It might have been Bavaria. Bavaria, Würzburg. We're at war with the Palatinate. Now, this looks intimidating, guys, but we're very strong, and it's mostly weak. Like, we can handle this. Genoa, 3 leagues, Opel, Frankfurt. You can see it's very manageable, these Germans. Now, in this war, we're going to separate piece the Palatinate, breaking his alliance with Trier, which will solidify this vote we've been struggling to get. That's going to give me 2 votes. If we take a look right now, he's winning on 2. I will have 2 secured, which we already have. Could we risk just doing it faster? I'll think about it in between sessions. So we have 2 votes. Now, Austria has 1. When the Emperor is not getting re-elected, it's a prestige off. We obviously win on prestige. So, boom, we're going to feed him to Styria, which will get us elected the Emperor. I'll then have a cultural union, we get Empire rank, etc. We're going to be the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, giving us all the modifiers. And then Styria will form Austria, because he is Austria. Austria doesn't exist. And then I will, in 5 years, truce with Styria, be able to PU Austria, the new Austria, Styrian Austria, because he's not the Emperor. Those are the players coming up. Looking forward to it. We have so many PUs we don't even know what to do. And we've got French dynasty on the throne. If my ruler dies. Redonkulous game. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm having fun. Last EU4 game for the hurrah before EU5 begins, hopefully. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, everybody. See you later. Have a good day or whatever.